Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good day to all of you. How are you today? Hope you are doing good. Okay, so as for today, we will continue to the next chapter. Okay, so we will introduce you to the first topic of Islamic capital market product, which is Islamic equities. So previously we have learned on, we have shared with you what is the requisite of Islamic capital market, which is consists of legal and regulatory framework, risk management tools in ICM, and also Shariah governance framework in ICM. So that is the main item in ICM requisite, which is to enhance or to ensure that the efficiency of Islamic capital market will be sustained. So as for today, we'll continue to the Islamic equities. So equities is the main product of Islamic capital market. Okay, equities, share, stock will refer the same meaning, which mean that is the ownership of the company. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, we will go through this outline: Islamic equities market, types of securities, common stock and preferred stock, shareholder reward, and also corporation as well. So as for introduction, securities are the financial asset traded in the capital market. So as the first lecture, we know that that we have the surplus unit and we have a deficit unit. So since the fluctuation in securities price can be very volatile, it is very attractive investment tools. Okay, for those people with surplus fund, they find out that this capital market, specifically in Islamic equities, is for them to buy and sell the equities. Okay, and they hope to get a dividend or capital gain within a short time. Okay, they are profit oriented. Their gain is to invest. However, for securities, issuers of securities, which is the company, private company, and also government, okay, they are the issuers of the securities, which is to be subscribed by the people or the investor and also trader. Okay, so issue of the securities, okay, in the bracket is a private company and government. Okay, they use this platform to use their securities to raise fund. Okay, and for future expansion of their business, for private and for government is for development project. So this is why they issues their shares to the public. Okay. Okay, so when we talk on Islamic equities market, all stock listed in exchange may be acceptable from Shariah viewpoint. We have a conventional stock and we also have a Shariah stock. So Shariah stock will undergo the screening process that will be presented in the next presentation. Okay. So the needs of Shariah evaluation of stock and identification of Shariah compliant led to the development of, okay, we have a Shariah filter, Shariah indices, Shariah compliant, REIT, ETF, and entire industry of Islamic mutual fund. So with the existence of Islamic equity market, okay, with the existence of Islamic stock, okay, it will develop this industry toward all this category, which is we now have a Shariah filter to screen the Shariah stock. We also have a specifically Shariah indices, which mean we have index, Shariah index, we have a stock that represent a Shariah index, present the Islamic stock that specifically for Shariah index. For example, Hijrah emas, Hijrah emas index, okay? And also, it also lead to the Shariah compliant REIT, ETF, and others as well. Okay, other product as well. And also entire industry of Islamic mutual fund. Okay, all these have mean that there is Islamic equity operating in parallel with the conventional equity market. Okay, so stock is the basic or the main type of capital market product. However, it is linked toward the Islamic mutual fund, okay, Islamic ETF, Islamic real estate investment trust, and other Islamic private equity structure product. Okay, because all of these actually will be based on stock as well. For example, in Islamic mutual fund, for example, unit trust, we have portfolio that focusing on stock. Islamic ETF, of course, if you still remember in Islamic investment, okay, Islamic ETF, the main product of ETF is the stock itself. And then we have REITs. REITs is focusing on real estate. However, it is still listed in the Bursa Malaysia. And also other fund, private equity fund, Islamic structure fund. Okay, the underlying contract, the underlying instrument is based on stock or shares. So in order to understand the whole concept of financial market, okay, and to go deeper on the Islamic equity, you have to understand we have a two type of financial market, which is the first one is the primary market and the second one is the secondary market. Okay, what is primary, what is secondary? Okay, the first one, primary market that involve the issues of new securities by the borrower in return for cash from investor, and therefore capital formation occur. So we have the first one, primary market is the market where the new securities, okay, where the new securities by the borrower in return for cash from investor. So at this point, okay, we have to know at first place why company issues their share in Bursa Malaysia, or why company float their share in the Bursa Malaysia market. Okay, so back to the point at the earlier slide, okay, private company will issue share due to gain a funding, or they want to additional capital from the market. Okay, in the simpler word, okay, they want money to develop their business. Okay, so in order for that to gain money from a public, they have to issue the share by what? By issuing a securities. So the first issuance of the share will be go to the primary market, which is called initial public offering. Okay, I still remember that the previous task that we gave to you, that we asked you to list down the function of stakeholder. One of the stakeholder is investment bank. So investment bank is responsible to do underwriting process for issuing IPO. They have to know what is the amount, unit amount they want to produce, what is the price for the unit, okay, and where to market their share. Either it is to the specific investor, or is open to the public. Okay, and therefore there are capital formation occur, which is the company will receive the capital from the IPO that they issue. Okay, maka tercapai hasrat dia untuk memiliki capital, memiliki modal untuk syarikat dia. Okay, and the second one, okay, we move to the second one. What is secondary market? So secondary market referring to the Bursa Malaysia, where the trader or investor will buy and sell the stock. Okay, market that involve buyer and seller of existing security, fund flow from the buyer to the seller, buyer and seller only. Compared to the primary market, okay, the fund will go to from the company toward the subscriber of IPO. And also for secondary market, seller become the new owner of security. Okay, when firm need to raise capital, they can choose to sell or float securities by offering the share to public, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, the new security stock bond offered to public is called a primary market. So we have two types of primary market issues, which is the first one, initial public offering, issuing shares for the first time. However, the next one is season issue, where company, when they offer IPO, they are limited to issue a new share because they have first issued the IPO. After the IPO, they are unable to issue a new share. They are unable to issue a new IPO. Therefore, they have to issue a right or season new issue, okay, offered by listed company, okay, um, or the right issues toward the subscriber. Okay, IPO, what is IPO? IPO is the first issuance of the share. So IPO process is when one company's intend to sell stock to the investing public. Okay, must get approval from Securities Commission to become a public listed company and have its share listed in stock exchange such as insurance company and pension fund. Okay, the first one, they have to get approval. The firm must have a good track record of earning. Okay, they have a good management and a very good governance and fulfill basic statutory requirement. Okay, there are two types of IPO, which is a public offering. Firm offer its security for sale to the general public, which means all of the public can buy their share or can buy the IPO. However, we have private placement. Firms sell new securities directly selected the group of investor. Okay, for the second type of IPO, okay, they have identified specifically who is the buyer of the IPO. Okay, for example, Family Mart. Okay, Family Mart is a company that want to issue IPO. Okay, they have issued their share, dah diterbitkan lah pun. So for example, if they want to issue their share, they have identified the company or the group of investor that they want to be their investor is, for example, KWAP, Kumpulan Wang Amanah Pekerja, KWSP. They want a government sector. Why? Because might be more secured ke, kan? They have their own preference for that. Okay, this is an example for IPO offering. You can refer this in your Bursa Malaysia. This is a bit outdated for 2019. Okay, if you can see here, Equities Tracker, Supreme Consolidated, Uniwalls, Apps Holding, Gagasan Nadi, DPI Holdings. So this is opening and closing. We have issuance per ordinary share. Okay, all is still low because it's the introduction price and also it's an IPO price. It's still not included in the secondary market. Okay, public issues, number of share. Okay, they have a 140 juta. Okay, 60 juta. Unit. And also they also contohnya layan ni, oops. Okay, private placement, ini dia tak ada untuk public. For example, Equities Tracker Holding, they don't offer for public. Okay, they only offer for private placement. Siapa dia? Tak tahulah siapa. Kan? Kemudian 13 juta, 45 juta. However, Gagasan Nadi Cergas, they offer for public and also a private placement. Okay, date of listing, dia pun ada date of listing. So you can refer to the Bursa Malaysia to get a IPO listing. Okay, so this is the process of IPO. Okay, after getting approval, firm will appoint a merchant bank to prepare for the IPO. So merchant bank here referring to the investment bank. Determination of price of stock and shares. The initial issue price determined by the merchant bank based on the company financial health, track record, market condition, investor, and also sentiment. So the issue price will be based on this item. And we also post-listing price determined by the market condition. Okay, IPO market is considered as primary, but once listed, it's traded in the secondary. So this is the main point that you have to remember. IPO is in the primary after it's been listed in the Bursa Malaysia. It's been traded. Now now it is situated in the secondary market. Okay, IPO is normally offered to the shareholder corporation before it goes public through the stock market. Okay. So this is the process of issuing of stock. It's not an easy process. So we can know that the one that can issue the stock is really reliable and berhati-hatilah dalam mengeluarkan stok itu ataupun mereka telah memenuhi requirement from the authority. Okay, the first one, obtain current approval from the shareholder. Okay, the existing shareholder they have in the company, they have to have their approval first. Okay, investor who own privately issue stock. Okay, because why? They will attract more investor to join. Okay, that will affect the shareholder reward and so on. Okay, they must appoint auditor, lawyer, okay, to certify all document for company legitimate. Company find investment bank who willing to underwrite the offering, underwriter responsible to promote the stock and facilitate the sale. And then we have registration with SC, must be according to the prospectus guideline. Public offering describe the issue, issuer, management and financial position. After SC approved, price will be declared to the public. Okay, the investment banker and the company executive will promote the company stock. Okay, so they need the approval from SC first. After that, the price will be declared to the public. The investment bank company will promote the company stock. So this is we can see a few of investment bank function here. Okay, they will promote the stock, they will promote the IPO. Okay, and also they will undergo the underwriting process. So this is IPO method, how it will be go public. Okay, will be based on the auction mechanism. Okay, fixed price offering and also bid building. Okay, therefore for bid building, okay, they will okay, sekejap. Okay, so as for book building, okay, the underwriter guarantee deposit, so called as bulk deal. The issuer in this method sell its securities to the underwriter, who then sell the securities to the dealer or the general public. So which means they have put a responsibility for the investment bank to offer and do marketing for the IPO. Okay, so the investment bank will responsible to manage their IPO and also to do marketing on behalf of the issuer or on behalf of the company. So this is a direct listing. So what is the difference between direct listing and using all the IPO method just now? So direct listing, they just float their share in the exchange without the investment bank to do it on their behalf. For example, Spotify. Okay, they went public on April 3, okay, 2018 on the New York Stock Exchange in a direct listing. Okay, so because why we will do this process? Because IPO has been a success. The stock has traded in a fairly narrow range above the reference price, $132. Spotify was already a brand well known to the public, making it easier to sell to retail and institutional community. Okay, for this category, we know that Spotify is a very well known. Okay, they are very confident that their share will be all subscribed by the investor. Due to that, they are very brave enough and confident enough to do a direct listing. Okay, compare to the IPO method previously. Okay, we have a rational value of share. This is for way to calculate rational value of share based on a fundamental analysis method, which is we will look on this category, which is net asset value, profit earning, dividend, and free cash flow. Okay, based on the fundamental analysis. Okay, so fundamental analysis divided into 4, which is macroeconomic analysis, industry analysis, financial and business analysis, and technical analysis. So this analysis is to determine the price of the stock. Okay, so yang ni dah selesai lah regarding on the IPO. So ini adalah untuk analisis harga sesuatu saham. So macam mana untuk menentukan harga sesuatu saham berpandukan kepada all this analysis. Okay, so this fundamental analysis including macroeconomic analysis, where this analysis will analyze the macro context, macroeconomic, which is the inflation, the GDP, export and import, all the government fiscal and monetary policy, okay, and how all this item might affect the company performance. And then we have industry analysis, okay, involve industry force the company that form part of the sector might influence the profit of a company. For example, what is the rivalry among firm? What is the ease of exit and entrance? Okay, how easy is that? Competition from substitute product. Okay, there is any competition happen. Bargaining power of buyer and supplier. So will be based on the industry analysis. Okay, and then we also have a trader that will do analysis based on the financial and business analysis, which is the most important part of the company fundamental, because we will refer to the financial health of the company. Okay, they will analyze the annual report, including the director report, audit, balance sheet, income statement. Okay, and also the valuation of share using fundamental analysis method divided into 4 group of ratio, price over earning ratio. That will give you information on stock that can be bought because their long run price earning is high. And then cover ratio index, okay, price over book value index, dividend yield index, okay. So all of this will indicate something toward the preference to buy the shares. So all this can be found in the annual report of the company. Okay, so please cari mana-mana annual report. Okay, make yourself familiar with the item in the financial report. And the last one is technical analysis. Okay, so this is one of the famous technique that been used by all the many traders, which is technical analysis use past and current behavior to predict future behavior and the direction of company through its stock performance. Okay, this method used to predict future short-term and market price movement, analyzing the recent historical record of a market presented in chart, and people who use them are commonly referred to as a chartist. Okay, kita boleh tengok kat sini technical analysis. You can just familiarize yourself. Contohnya kita tengok dekat bahagian sini, Bursa Malaysia Marketplace. Okay, just you boleh apa ni? Login. Okay, just login. Kita ada profile. Okay, just ambil screener. Dekat sini ada macam-macam boleh explore. Bursa, bukan Bursa Malaysia, Bursa Malaysia Marketplace. Okay, Bursa Marketplace. Okay, apa yang nak screen? Stock kan. Kemudian total match yang ini saya telah on kan untuk Islamic Securities. So Islamic Securities, we have 737 match for that. Okay, and I can narrow down it to what industry that I want. For example, I want a healthcare ke, technology ke, telecommunication ke. So kita pergi for telecommunication service. Okay, just tekan show result. Jadi ke tak jadi? Jadilah. Okay, ini semua telecommunication services that offered. Tapi tak juga ni Ajinomoto ni bukan. Okay, mungkin dia tak pergilah kot. Dia tak pergi. Okay, ini pergi 112. Okay, ada 112. Okay, for example, Aeon. So you can see all the information regarding this stock. Okay, Aeon Co is a Shariah compliant. Okay, kita tengok price dia 1.280. Okay, apa lagi? Okay, for example, kita boleh tengok lah dekat technical chart here. Just explore lah. Okay, inilah kita nak tengok based on technical analysis. Kita boleh tengok berdasarkan kepada technical chart ni. Okay, I won't go further. Okay, just follow which one that which one that you prefer to do. Okay, the method in technical analysis. So there is a variety of technical analysis that you can find in technical analysis lah. Okay, there is a few items that you can find here. For example, ownership, Aeon. Ada tak? So this is a top 10 investor for Aeon. Okay, so tengok kat sini Aeon, kemudian EPF, Aberdeen Standard, PNB, Kumpulan Wang Persaraan, Public Mutual Berhad, Public Dividend Select Fund. So this unit trust fund is investing in Aeon. Okay, so ini adalah pecahan dia lah. The first one is Aeon tu sendiri, second one the highest is EPF. Okay, ini antaranya kenangan investor, ownership. Okay, kita kembali ke sini. So what is the reason company get listed in Bursa Malaysia? Why company wanted to float their share? Okay, due to this reason. Okay, they want to hire their profile. They want to boost their confidence. Okay, for the company, they want to boost the public confidence to the company. Because why? Once they're listed, it shows that they have obeyed or they have fulfilled the requirement of authorities, and they need to have a good track record of earning. They have to have a good governance. Okay, therefore it will increase the public confidence to the fund, and they also might want additional fund. Okay, it's not bukan suka-suka, they want additional fund for them to expand. For example, they want to open a few branches. Okay, they want to open new branches in the whole country. For example, in the whole nation, in each of the state, they want to produce, or they want to build a new branches. Or let's say they want to do a research and development. Okay, they want to do a research R&D for a new product. Okay, for example, previously they have a product of moisturizer, but now they want to product to untuk muka jadi glitter ke, ataupun untuk produk-produk serum ke, yang lain-lain kan, itu on the skincare or healthcare services lah. Okay, they want to expand. Okay, they want to expand to new branches, or they want to expand to the new product. They want to do R&D, and sometimes maybe they want to pay back their debt. Okay, mungkin dia ada hutang-hutang jahat, so by this they will cover their debt as well. Okay, we have seasonal issues offered by companies that are already listed in company. For example, TNB, new share of stock will constitute a new seasonal issue. Okay, 4 types of primary market for seasonal issue. For example, we have a public offering, private placement, a right offering, and also a stock split. Apa dia tu? Right offering, stock split. Later on, we will see on the later slide. Okay, where securities are traded. This one you can read by your own. Of course, it's traded in Bursa Malaysia Securities Exchange. And we also have Bursa Malaysia Derivative Exchange, specifically for derivative. Okay. After IPO, okay, we will go on. 2 types of share. The first one is a common stock, common shares, and the second one is preferred stock. So common stock is a share of stock giving stockholder the right to vote on matters of company policy, composition of member on the board of director, also known as a voting share and also ordinary share. However, for preferred, okay, typically stock that has priority in terms of dividend, right on liquidation over common stock. Okay, so the feature include resemble that fixed rate of return, priority over common stock in payment of dividend, and upon liquidation carries no voting right and option of convertibility into common stock. So compare they have a different characteristic between common and also preferred. Okay, so this is a common stock characteristic. Okay, this is a summary of what is common stock. Okay, they have a right to residual value of the firm, right to purchase dividend, and if announced, right to vote in AGM. Okay, all of this is not a category in a preferred. Okay. Okay, equity instrument represent ownership in the company. Okay, one stock that you own is actually represent the ownership of the company. A public listed company is jointly owned by its shareholder. Okay, since the corporation is separate legal entity, shareholder is responsible for any losses up to his total investment. And also, the return will be in the dividend, treated as investment income and taxable. Okay, it also can be given in the stock, dividend in the form of additional stock issued by the proportion of stock owned. Okay, they will give another dividend in the category of stock. And also dividend in form of product and also services. Okay, types of common stock associated with the underlying company. Okay, we can categorize this into a few category, which is the first one is blue chip. Okay, types of common stock associated with the underlying company. The first one, blue chip, represent, okay, one stock which is a strong, stable, mature, and a long history of consecutive quarterly may also be suitable for investor with income objective. So blue chip is a company which is we can see as a strong and mature. So contohnya apa? Okay, you can refer to the KLCI index. So all the item in KLCI index is considered as a blue chip. Okay, because we make KLCI index as indicator for the economic sector for the whole market of Bursa Malaysia. So blue chip adalah saham-saham yang popular dan saham yang stabil. Okay, contohnya apa? Tenaga, Maybank. So please update me in the Telegram section. What is an example of blue chip stock? Okay, I repeat, what is the example of blue chip stock? Okay, so just find it. Okay, just search it and reply in the Telegram section. Okay, so the next one is a growth, strong potential for improving profit. Company earning are growing faster, has a strong potential for outperforming the market. So they have a potential, okay, to outperform the market. And then we have emerging growth industry. Okay, company is very young, very volatile, very new to the market. Okay, however, it's very good growth prospect, also high risk. And also we have a very income, mature company with high dividend yield for few prospect. Typically utility companies, however, they may also be a blue chip. So income and blue chip might be a same in the same area lah, ataupun in the same category. Okay, the next one, we can divide or we can categorize this stock into the characteristic of the industry. Okay, specifically in the area of pandemic, we can see how it works. Okay, the first one is cyclical stock, move with the broader market and often with greater volatility. For example, automotive stock. So for automotive stock, might be that the stock will go down. Because why? In the time of COVID-19, in the time of pandemic, okay, there might be that the stock will go down due to the people lack in buying a automotive, but lack in buying a car, because why? People don't go out from their home, for example. However, we also have counter-cyclical or defensive stock. Okay, do better in bear market when investors are looking for a safe place. They are not affected greatly by the economic currents to park their money. Okay, so counter-cyclical or defensive stock, they are not affected with what happened in the economy. Either the economy went well or goes down, they still sustain. Because why? Because the industry that they involve is food, healthcare and defense industry. Okay, for example lah. Okay, let's say that in this pandemic, okay, we still need food to sustain our life. We still need healthcare, even though we are on the war, ataupun kita dalam peperangan, kita masih perlukan makanan, kita masih perlukan healthcare, for example. Okay, either the world is going up or down, we still need this item. Okay, and for last category is speculative or special situation stock. For whatever reason, an investor believe will rise quickly in the market price. Okay, this is a special situation stock. So I think that you're familiar with this poster decoding the economic of COVID. We see in the COVID section who is the highest potential winner and also who is the potential loser. We can see that medical supply and services, okay, is the highest winner or the potential winner of this stock market or the industry. Kan, contohnya orang yang buat sapu tangan, sarung tangan, apa tu? Apa nama yang buat company yang buat sarung tangan tu kan, jadi mereka ni lah yang akan mendahului dalam kategori of industry. Okay, food processing, retail, personal healthcare, ICT, e-commerce, okay, because people will go cashless into cashless society. Oil and gas will be in the middle. Okay, education, financial service, manufacturing, okay, they are all potential loser. And also the worst part is tourism and leisure, and aviation and maritime as well. Okay, if you feel that you have overlooked with this information, you can take a rest about 5 to 10 minutes. After that you can continue. Okay. Okay, we will continue on the common stock investment strategies. Okay, we have a few strategies here. First one is buy and hold. Okay, the second one, which to gain a current income, quality long-term growth, aggressive stock management, and the last one, speculation and short-term trading. So as for buy and hold is for the conservative approach and value-oriented. The goal is current income and capital gain. Okay, all of this, most of this strategy is to gain a capital. Okay, for the next one, current income, safety and stability income. Okay, they aim for supplement for other income. Okay, and then we have quality and long-term total return approach, emphasize capital gain and high income. We have aggressively trade in and out stock. Timing is the key element. Okay, they will aware of the timing. And the last one is a short-term trading or the speculation. Day trading, capital gain in a short time period. Okay, you will buy and sell in the short term period. So these are the advantages of investing in common stock. Okay, high current income, higher rate of return, okay, low unit cost, less risky due to its position during liquidation, because we can sell this stock in the same day. Okay, we have the operation time, Bursa Malaysia operation time, so you can buy and sell it in the operation day. Okay, disadvantages, return is limited and fixed in amount. Okay, capital gain potential is small. Sometimes it's not very huge amount of capital gain. Okay, because investment need a time to go bigger. Okay, yield not kept up with the inflation. So the next types of the next type of stock, we have a preferred stock. So preferred stock, a share that does not give a right to shareholder to vote as its general meeting or any right to participate in any distribution of company that has stated the amount, whether through dividend, redemption, dissolution or otherwise. So compared to the common stock, preferred stock, they don't have a right to do a voting for the AGM or to choose their board of director. However, they have they have a specialty because they are preferred and they have a preference share. Okay, in the event of merger, liquidation, issuance of bond, they have a right there, and they also have a call provision, stock repurchase by the company, and also they have a feature of conversion feature to the common stock. They can convert the share preferred stock toward the common stock if they want that back. And call provision, the company can buy back their share from the preferred stockholder. Okay, so this is the types of preferred stock: cumulative, non-cumulative, participating, preferred, convertible, preferred. So please read on this. I won't touch this very deep because we have might be that we will have a one discussion. Okay, you can refer to the Shariah Advisory Council, Securities Commission. Okay, what is the hukum? What is the Shariah ruling for preferred stock? Okay, based on this idea or based on this knowledge first, you have to know all this category first. Okay, I want you to read all of this, and after that you know this category, after that barulah you all baca kepada Shariah Resolution, Shariah Advisory Council Securities Commission second edition. Then you will understand why preferred stock is considered not Shariah compliant. All right. Okay. However, there are one of this category is considered as Shariah compliant. Okay. So what is the Shariah contract of stock? Okay, the underlying Shariah contract is musyarakah. Okay, musyarakah, where contract involve two or more parties, project or business, which each of the party contribute to the capital actively involved management of the project or business. Thus, the investor who hold the share of company actually participate in the terms up and downside of the company. Okay, they will share company fortune in the form of high dividend and higher value of share. If the company suffer loss, the shareholder may not receive dividend, experience in declination of share value. So back to the basic of musyarakah, profit and loss sharing. Okay, so this is a Shariah ruling for common stock. So it is permissible in general, permissible in OIC economy. So for Shariah ruling on preferred stock is only not, this is not permissible for OIC. For SSC of Malaysia, okay, tak baca lagi Shariah resolution dah boleh tahulah dalam slide ni kan. Tapi this is a very basic very basic idea. You have to read first the Shariah Advisory Council so that you understand what is tanazul, what is a non-cumulative preference share. Okay, so the one that is permissible in preferred stock is only non-cumulative preference share. Okay, where the right to profit of the common stockholder is given willingly to a preferred stockholder. And convertible preferred stock, no formal fatwa given, although most Shariah scholars are concerned about element of qarar. Okay, when they want to convert preferred stock toward a common stock. Okay, we have a Shariah ruling on the shareholder reward. Okay, because the reward or dividend is not based on the cash only. Okay, they will involve cash dividend. Okay, no Shariah, no objection on Shariah. Bonus issue or stock dividend, shares in lieu of cash, which mean that instead of cash, they will give you a dividend in the form of share. Okay, no objection, and all is acceptable. Right issues, okay, current shareholder given special right to purchase new share at below market price. And shareholder benefit, okay, sometimes they won't give cash, they will give a free food, free coupon, okay, free hotel staycation, and so on. Okay, the next one, we move to the next topic, which is cooperation that related to this idea of Islamic equities, which is cooperation and activities that bring material change to an organization, impact its stakeholder, including shareholder, okay, both common and preferred, as well as bondholder. These events are generally approved by the company board of directors. Shareholder may be permitted to vote on some event as well. So for corporation, it's actually been responsible or managed by the company. Okay, it's been issued by the company. Okay, but it's they want approval, but they are up to the approval from the stakeholder, up to the approval from the shareholder. Okay, and all the decision that they made actually will impact to the stakeholder, shareholder, both common and preferred. Tapi apa dia tu? Apa dia corporation? We'll go through. So corporation can be a mandatory or voluntary. Okay, mandatory is kita kata wajib lah. Okay, mandatory corporation are automatically applied to the investment involved. Okay, ini kita tidak dapat lari. Setuju ke tak setuju, it will be dia akan tetap diteruskan. For example, stock split, acquisition and a company name change, example of the mandatory. Okay, nama yang berubah. Okay, nama yang berubah tetaplah kena terima. And voluntary corporation require investor to respond to be applied. Tender offer, optional dividend, right issue are example of voluntary corporation. So the investor can choose either to agree or not to agree for that. Okay, common corporation, we have a bonus issue, share split, right issue, share consolidation, cash dividend, spin-off, merger and acquisition. These are all common corporation that been issued by the company toward the shareholder, okay, based on the approval of the shareholder. Okay, so kita akan tengoklah sikit, for example, 4 yang atas ni, okay, cash dividend, biasalah tu. Okay. Okay, the first one is bonus issue. Okay, ini semua yang akan dicatatkan oleh company tersebut through the trustee. Trustee will take a note on that. Okay, and then they will move to the fund manager depending on who is the investor. For example, tadi kita ada tunjukkan dekat Bursa Marketplace, the investor is EPF, and also we have the fund itself. Okay, mutual fund that investing in the one company, so they have to receive all this corporation. Okay, for example, we have a bonus issue. So what is bonus issue? Just bonus lah, bonus raya kan, something that been given to you without any effort. Bukanlah without any effort, memang kita dapat gaji kan, tapi it's a bonus for you. Okay, capital fund distribution usually from revaluation of asset, share premium reserve to shareholder in the form of share which payment is not required. There is no syarat-syarat apa-apa, kita dapat je bonus tu. So this is how the corporation will look on. Okay, for example, the company is Chubi Metal Industry. Announcement date is 16 July. Okay, subject to the bonus issue 1/5. So for every 5 share held by the shareholder, 1 bonus share will be given free. So kalau awak ada 5 share dalam syarikat tu, awak dapatlah 1 bonus percuma. Okay, so dapat 1 bonus percuma. So let's say kalau awak ada 100 share, okay, kata awak ada 10,000 share, 10,000 share, 10,000 unit share, berapa bonus yang awak akan dapat? Berapa bonus yang awak akan dapat? Okay, let's say awak ada 10,000 unit share, awak akan dapat berapa bonus? So saya nak tim wanita jawab, tim perempuan, tim muslimah, okay, tim pelajar perempuan jawab soalan saya. Kalau awak ada 10,000 share, berapa bonus yang awak akan dapat? Okay, based on this lah, 1/5. The stock price dropped on June 16 due to the ex-date bonus. This is because price will be adjusted for free share to the current share price. So kalau kita tengok, kesannya akan sedikit menjatuh sebab apa? Dia try to adjust pada harga saham tu. Yang mana saham tu akan nampak macam banyak lah kan, sebab harganya sama tapi dia bagi bonus pula, nampak macam saham tu banyak dalam pasaran. Okay, we have share split. Okay, share split when company reduce the paid or face value of its share, issue further share in the same proportion. For example, 100,000 for RM2 ordinary share will split into 200,000 for one ordinary share. So tengok kepada maksud tu pun share split. Bila split ni apa? Berpecah lah. Okay, berpecah. Maksudnya tadi kita ada satu unit share berharga RM2. Okay, tapi sekarang harganya hanya RM1. Dan juga share tu juga akan berpecah. Daripada 100,000 unit, sekarang berpecah kepada 200,000 unit for one ordinary share. So kat sini sebenarnya harga dia berubah ke tak berubah? Kalau berubah kenapa? Kalau tak berubah kenapa? So saya nak tim lelaki, tim muslimin, tim mukminin pula jawab kepada saya, harga tu sama ke atau tak sama? Harga tu ada perubahan ataupun tiada perubahan yang berlaku? Okay, so each share will be divided into 2 share. Okay, satu share akan pecah kepada 2 subdivision. Okay, common practice to lower stock price, especially expensive stock. This is to attract more people to buy the share. Okay, kalau kita tengok harga dia memang drop banyak. So due to the drop of price, okay, people will more attracted to buy the share. Okay, compared to the RM2, people will more attracted if the price is only RM1. Okay, and then is a right issues. Okay, right issue, company raise additional capital by offering existing shareholder the right to subscribe for a new share. So do you still remember that the earlier slide as I mentioned that after they offering IPO, they cannot offer anything for issuance of new share. Instead of that, they can issue a right issue. So the right issue is being offered to the existing shareholder. For example, they have a 500 shareholder in the company, so they can offer right issues to the existing shareholder in the company only. Okay, not into the public. Okay, to subscribe for a new share. Okay, untuk subscribe pada share yang baru lah. Okay, price usually below the current market price. Okay, for example, market price is RM2. The new right issue is much lower for that. Okay, this right will current attract price of their own can be traded on any stock exchange as well. Okay, for example, each of the 5 unit held will receive 2 unit of 35 cent per unit of right issue. Okay, jadi setiap 5 unit you are entitled to buy or to subscribe to the two right issues. Okay, for every 5 unit that you have, okay, you have existing 5 unit of shares. Okay, you are entitled to buy or you are entitled to subscribe to the 2 right issues. Okay, so now indicate a company is experiencing financial difficulty, possibility due to the high debt or lack of sales company income. So it's not a very good indicator when the company is issuing a right because they're not sufficiently enough with the capital that they have. They have to issue a new right. They have to request. They have to ask for new funding to be flow in their company. Kan? It's not a very good indicator. Okay, so as you can see here in the sebelah tu kita tengok harga saham sedikit menjunam, kemudian sedikit menaiklah untuk stabilkan balik. Dan I need you to answer if one person have 200 unit of existing share, okay, 200 unit of existing share, okay, how much right issue that he entitled to buy. Okay, dalam arti kata mudah, kalau awak sekarang ada 200 share yang awak pegang pada satu company ni, okay, pas stakeholding ni, okay, berapa right issue yang awak boleh beli untuk subscribe right issue ni. Okay, berdasarkan kepada subjek inilah. Okay, 2/5. Okay, tolong jawablah. Itu saya open lah. Lelaki perempuan semua boleh jawab. Okay. The last one, I guess is a share consolidation. Okay, it's a contradict to the reverse stock split. So kalau stock split, we divide into 2. However, in share consolidation, we consolidate. Okay, we consolidate, which means to decrease the amount of its outstanding share. At the same time, increasing the share price, proportionally keeping the market capitalization unchanged. Okay, for example, we have share consolidation 2/1. Okay, which means if you have two stock, okay, it will consolidate into one. Okay, kalau tadi 0.04 sen per unit is now 0.08 per unit. Okay, jadi sekarang dia akan consolidate, dia akan bergabung menjadi satu share sahaja. Okay, jadi kat sini tengok harga dia semakin meningkat. Okay, harga dia semakin meningkat. Okay, why they do this? Because maybe that they want to dia nak tunjuk bahawa syarikat dia ada limited share. Okay, jadi orang mungkin akan berebut-rebut ke kan. Jadi itulah fungsi dia. So based on that, we can say that share consolidation and bonus issue would be a very positive punya action. Okay, right issues is not a very good indicator. Okay. So I think we have reached to the end of this slide. Okay, I want to thank you for your participation. Okay, for your attention. Okay, for this we have covered to you Islamic equity market in general Islamic equity market, the type of securities, shareholder reward corporation, and then primary secondary market, type of security, type of common stock. Okay, either in category, industry, or cyclical, no cyclical. Okay, I think that you're able to take all the information on you, because after this we will move forward to the next topic, which is more bigger on this. Okay, thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.